Okay, here we go. Fossil light has started. I'm just choosing my ship. Apologies for the delay there. I was just trying to check out the audio quality. Hopefully that's coming through fine now. Okay. And so I'm just choosing my ship. We've got the new name of USS Sulaco. And we've renamed the crew into the functions. That just makes them easier to find and easier to deal with in the heat of battle. And I'm getting quite a bit of mouse lag actually. We're going to start it on easy. This is a brand new game. I've played this Faster Than Life a few times before, but I'm no ways a master and haven't actually defeated the end capital ship. So let's see how we get on. We'll see how far we get. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Tip: boarding. If you're having trouble with boarders, fight within the medbay. If all else fails, vent the rest of the oxygen out of the ship. Handy hint. Also useful for putting out fires if you can't get a crew member there to sort it out. So let's leave a little quick chat message here. FTL now started. So without further ado, not much we can do here apart from maybe just get our crew in the right areas. So we can move you there. Oh, they move slowly. And once they get into their position, then I will save that. So I can quickly get them back to their positions in the heat of battle. Now, so the idea is to try to explore as many places as possible before you have to leave the sector. You need to gain experience if you are to win this game. And, well, experience as in better crew, better ship, better weapons. And so let's jump. Ooh, distress signals. Sometimes they can be traps. Sometimes they can be very, very rewarding. So straight off the bat, a distress signal. So let's go check this out. Ooh, in danger, in danger. That's not good. Ha ha! It's a trap! I knew someone would fall for our dastardly trap. It appears this distress beacon was nothing but a decoy for pirate ambush. Well, that's a bit underhanded. So they've got one shield, we've got one shield. That's our hull rating. That's their hull rating. This is kind of the experience points or credits that we can use to improve our ship. And at the moment, I suppose for those who have never played FTL, I should give you a bit of an idea of what the interface is. Here, you have your list of all your weapons installed in your ship. I've got one weapon, which is an Ion Blaster level 2, which came equipped. This is the default ship. I've got spaces for two of the weapons. Over here, I've got a combat drone. Combat drones use up a drone widget every time you use them. But weapons, combat drones all require power, these little green bars. This is the amount of power my ship currently has. You can upgrade your ship to get more power, which means you can have multiple weapons, multiple kind of drones, either combat or defensive, or a utility drone that might heal your ship, for example. So it is a balancing act between, all power to shields, or all power to engines, or all power to your weapons. And sometimes you can find yourself in a mismatch situation where you've got too many weapons and not enough weapon systems in order to power them all at the same time. So you have to kind of juggle your weapons. Over here, we have your subsystems, which is not giving me a friendly tooltip, which would really help. Might be because it's on pause. But you got internal cameras. You got the doors, the blast doors of your ship, which can be automatic or upgraded into being stronger doors that you can force locks, or boarders have a lot more difficulty moving about from one room to the next. And this is, I believe, the piloting area. It would be helpful if the tooltips came up. Anyway, so let's continue. So, energy to weapons, energy to our combat drones. Although we've got 3 levels of power available to power drones, our combat drones only require 2 widgets of power. And by activating the combat drone, it's used one of our widgets up here, one of our drone parts, and you will see just the very tip of our combat drone in there, and it will circle their ship and shoot at them until it is destroyed, either the drone or the ship. Meanwhile, the Ion Blaster does no hull damage, but it can drain and lock their system, so it's very useful to fire at their shields to lower their shields, so your combat drone can shoot directly at their hull or at other systems around their ship. So I'm going to unpause this and we're going to get the party started. This is your charge time for the Ion Blaster. Different weapons have different charge times, and I'll kind of walk you through the combat. So that fires, it reduces their one shield down to 0. Oh, and I forgot to stick that on auto fire. Oh, and I need to target. So I'm going to target their shields to try and keep their shields down as long as possible, so my combat drone, the only thing that actually does damage, can actually damage their hull. What I seems to find works for me is that once I've got their shields down, I can maybe start shooting at their weapons as well, so they can neither harm me, and I just try to do a balancing act between keeping their shields down with my ion cannon and keeping their weapons out of commission. Oh, and I realised why it's suddenly very quiet, because I've turned off the music right down. I wonder if it'll let me just turn the music, because the music does really add quite a lot. But I don't want it too loud, because I'm worried it might drown out my voice. But obviously I want it loud enough so you can get the emotion. So this fight seems to be going well. They haven't hit me once through my shields, but I'm taking their hull down. Oh, right, the enemy ship appears to be powering up its FTL. It's faster than light drive. It's trying to escape. So, things to do here is to take out their engines, keep them here so we can finish them off and harvest some salvage. Shoot the engines! Shoot the engines! I'm not entirely sure how long they've got before they jump actually. This charging FTL is my charger. This is how long I've got to wait before I can jump. Oh, come on, combat droid! Hit it! Hit it! Hit their engines! Come on! Ah! And it's away. Wow, it's been a long time since that happened. So nothing there. I'm down a drone part. Nothing else really here to do apart from jump. But I'll quickly show you the ship. Once you've got the experience or the credits widget up here, you can spend it at any point that you're not in combat to improve the rest of your ship, and it shows you how much it costs for each improvement down here. So piloting, this is the subsystem I wasn't quite sure of. Allows the ship to make FTL jumps and dodge when piloted. Upgrading adds autopilot that allows some evasion even without a pilot. And your character skills also improve. I'm just going to take a quick drink, because my throat's getting a little dry there. Reactor. This is the bar down the far left hand corner here. This is, you can purchase more total reactor power, which you use to power up the rest of your systems. So at the moment we've got 30, but we also need to spend this on jump fuels. Each time you jump, this goes down 1, and you can run out of jump fuel and just be left stranded, and that's game over. And that's happened more than a few times. This is missiles. Missiles fire directly through a enemy's shields, and so they're great for that. You can get combat drones, defense drones that will shoot down one missile each combat round. So if they're firing 2 missiles at you in a combat round, you would need 2 defense drones. I'll explain more as and when we come across that. So at the moment, I think what we need to do is perhaps just jump. Let's have a quick check of the crew. Ah yes, down on the right hand side here it shows you the crew skills, and those skills go up depending on what they're manning. So at the moment they've only just been manning one piece of equipment, be it the engines, which add evasion, or the weapons, which allow faster charging, or the pilot while they're piloting the ship, which allows better evasion. And finally equipment, because you could have cargo of additional weapons that you're not currently using, that you just plan to sell, or you simply don't have the power or the space to put them on your ship. Anyway, let's make the jump. That was unfortunate. Now that's the exit, but we don't want to go a beeline there, because you basically want to do as many, this is what I believe you have to do. This is what I've kind of learned as I went along. You have to do as many sub-quests as possible to build up your experience. You don't win the game by getting to the final sector quickly. We're in sector 1 at the moment, because you'll just have a poor ship, which is poor experienced crew, not the greatest weapons, not the greatest armaments, and you'll just, it is a battle at the end, and you need to be the best you can be. So it really is a case of visiting as many locations as you can without being caught up by the Federation fleet, and you'll see them appear on the map probably after this jump. As soon as you arrive, you receive a Federation encrypted message. A rebel ship has been terrorizing local civilians in this system. Please seek and destroy it. Okay, so yeah, we want to do stuff, so let's go looking for the rebel ship. Fleet pursuit doubles for 1 jump. Ooh, that's... Oh, we're rolling all 1s at the moment. This is not good. So, they're probably going to have 1 or 2 weapons. We'll soon find out. Okay, let's get things started. Combat drone. Start combating. So, need to take down the shields. That's the iron cannon. Went straight through the shields, took down their shield generator. You can't seem to direct... Can I direct? No, I didn't think so. I can't direct exactly what the combat drone is firing at. So they've got 2 weapons sticking out there. So I think the next shot I want to do... Oh, and I've missed their ship completely. That's what evasion does. My evasion is currently 15%. When my pilot gains more experience, that evasion will become better. When I upgrade my engines, or add more power to them, then my evasion goes up. So that went up from 15 to 20%. And it's this juggling act. Ooh, and my combat drone has been destroyed. So at the moment, I'm just trying to not get hit by them. And there you go. They've got a missile. That is just going to tear right through me. So I want to be able to get their weapons out of commission. Ooh, and we've got a fire. We've got a fire. Now if I remove the pilot... what can I do? I could vent atmosphere. Oh, I've lost my shields. They're very important. Right, combat drones are back up. And you can see there's quite a lot. What I'm doing there, I'm venting atmosphere to destroy that fire, put out that fire. Okay, the enemy ship appears to be powering up the FTL. Whoa, we weren't doing as bad as we thought. It's trying to escape. Okay, let's see if we can take out... Ooh, you have clearly bested us. We merely request our lives. So we can either accept this, or continue the fight, maybe take a bit more damage, but possibly, but there's no guarantee, get better salvage. Because they've got missiles and they're ripping right through me because my shields don't stop missiles, I think I'm just going to accept their offer and end the fight there. Plus I've got things burning and I'm not in the best of shape myself. Now little engines guy there. You got a little wrench symbol above the fish symbol, that represents their repair skill. Right, if I go to there, you can see he's got a slight improvement in his repair speed there. And that's very useful for all crew members to have. Now that the fire's gone out, I can close all the blast doors. Make sure I'm pressing the right button. I don't want to vent my atmosphere out into space. And these oxygen-less rooms will slowly, there you go, start to get more oxygen in them. And that obviously can have an effect on your crew's health if they're caught in a room with little or no oxygen. Okay, so we gained a few widgets there. And let's see, scrap. That's what they're calling it, scrap. And scrap can be used to improve your system. So let's see what we've got. Just get a rough idea of what we're trying to do here. So ideally what I would like to do ultimately is get like three shields, as much engine as I can to improve my evasion, and obviously faster healing always helps. More weapons always help, and more drone always help, but the kind of equipment I'm looking for is a defense drone that will shoot down those missiles that was doing so much damage to me, and also having a hull repair drone so you can actually repair your hull during a battle. Other weapons I would also like to get, I would like to have like a blaster weapon. You can actually get beam weapons that kind of strafes across the entire enemy ship, like doing 1 damage to each room it hits. There's also cloaking devices, and I've only ever used a cloaking device once, and only was for a limited amount of time. So everyone screams about how important evasion, how cloaking devices are the best thing in the world. I've only had very little experience with them, so I'm probably not using them right. But it basically adds 60% to your evasion, and there's definitely a technique with using them. Anyway, let's jump on to the next one. Right, there you go. That's the enemy fleet, and as soon as you're still in the same area as them, then you get attacked by vastly superior ships. That's a bad thing. So, to err on the side of caution, I'm going to go to the furthest point. Now, I might be able to go there, but I'm not entirely sure how much of a big jump they're going to make. So, let's just go there, just be on the safe side. Okay, you spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. It does not seem to want you to engage you or your ship. Let's demand the surrender of their goods. Oh yep, they're going straight for an escape. So... oh, not enough power. Right, okay, this is where the power juggling act comes in. I'm going to take the medibays offline because we're not using them at the moment to get enough power for my combat drones. We're going to fire straight in there. We'll try and take down their engines. They seem to have only 1 blaster, so my shield should hopefully be okay to soak up that damage. And that's a defense drone of theirs, it seems. Come on, combat drone. Okay, hit the engine, that's a good thing. Hopefully we can get them to surrender and give us free stuff. Keep hitting the engines while the combat drone does the damage. Yep, FTL delayed. This is good. Oh, no surrender to the bitter end. So now we can pick up some salvage. Ship's cargo was not salvageable, however they seem to have been surveying the region. They possess detailed maps and data. You download what you can to the ship's map. Excellent, and we get 26 pieces of scrap, which is a very welcome chunk, and it might be worthwhile getting an extra piece of reactor so I can have the medbase online at the same time as the combat drone. So let's have a quick look at that, and it's going to cost me 25 to get one more. I think that's going to be money well spent, actually. Alright, it won't let me activate it once I'm in, unless I've got enemy shift, but now I've got 2 spare with the medibay fully operational. So, ooh, and there's a store. And the ship's computer gave me details of possible ship's detective. Now you might want to avoid them, or you might want to go there deliberately because you're trying to, you know, improve your ship. It all depends what kind of state you're in. Asteroid field, that's not a good one. Let's have another fight to try and get more scrap so we can spend it at the store. Ooh, a ship with conspicuous pirates markings is orbiting a nearby moon, broadcasting a simple message claiming to have equipment available for sale. Ah, so it's a pirate pretending to be a merchant. Attack him before he can attack! Let's get those shields down. Combat drone! Do it! And you can get equipment that basically has your weapons fully charged as soon as you come out with FTL, which is obviously very useful to have, because sometimes you can, like, getting that first hit can be half the battle. See, their first hit took down my shield, and their second hit hit my hull. Fortunately, it didn't hit a subsystem, sorry, a systems room, but that's why it's useful to have multiple shields. Right, let's see if I can take down... Now that their shields are down, let's take down their weapons, while our combat drone does damage to them. Oh, miss. Anyway, let's get the shields down before they appear again. Once you improve your cameras, then you'll be able to actually see inside the enemy ships as well, so you can see their little crew members running about from room to room. So you can see where they are, and you can actually target the rooms where the crew members are if you so wish. At the moment, obviously, that O2 is offline, so I would imagine there would be crew members in the oxygen room. Anyway, I want to get the shields down so my combat drone does damage to the hull. Yeah, pirate symbol. Excellent! Another pirate gone. The universe is a safer place. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful stuff. 2 missiles, so once I get a missile launcher that would be useful. 20 scrap, and 3 fuel. Time to jump, I guess. Okay, so you can see how much of a jump the fleet are going to do. So you can use that to kind of decide which space you're going to go to next. Okay, let's jump to the store. There is only one other ship at this beacon, and it shows heavy damage. You receive a message on your console. Greetings, traveller. We were crippled by a band of pirates and are now forced to sell our remaining valuable equipment to acquire the necessary supplies to get home. So, we're okay for fuel. Oh, and what I also need is a piece of equipment that allows you to salvage your drone parts, so you don't use your drone parts each time you launch a drone. Which, if you use a lot of drones, which is what I'm planning to do, is very useful. And then you can hire other crew members, so you can have all your systems running at manned power at all times. And of course you can sell stuff that you don't want. And you can also fix up your stuff. crew teleporter, useful for getting, if you have got a bunch of fighting crew member on your ship, you can teleport them directly across and try and kill their crew that way. I'm not sure if you can capture the vessel. To be honest. Anyway, I don't have 90 anyway. Cloaking device. Very expensive. Don't have enough for that. Don't have enough for that. Maybe I should just heal up or try and save my pennies. Let's just save it at the moment, actually. Fortunately, bit of a wasted journey. Okay. Possible ship detected. Maybe I should heal up. Oh, there's another star down there and a distress signal. Soon after arriving in the system, you are hailed by a small cruiser. What good fortune that we have happened to run into each other. Nothing personal, but we have some information. But you have some information we need. Oh, it's a fight! Fortunately, it doesn't look like a particularly well armed or armoured ship. Famous last words. Class Pirate Scout. Oh, one on the back of the head of the pilot there. That's good. That should hopefully make their ship easier to hit. Oh, he's took down my weapons. Yep, weapons guy is healing the weapons. Go on, combat drone. Don't fail me now. Okay, this should be over fairly soon. That was an excellent shot. That their weapons down and their shields down. Let's keep those shields down. We get more stuff. Fuel, droid parts, scrap. And another jump. See, without the hull repair drone, you really are depending on getting to a store to repair your ship. I think we can risk going to there. You receive a hail from a station orbiting a nearby planet. Captain, we are Federation Terraformers Team C12 and are in need of assistance. Do you have some time? Offer our assistance. Thank you. We need to scan this planet for life before we can begin terraforming, but our sensors can't get the necessary power to scan through the atmosphere. We've got a schedule to keep any chance you can help us. Okay, let's scan the planet. You find if you modulate the feedback signals of your sensors to just the right frequency, you're able to get through the atmosphere and perform a complete scan. A complete scan of the planet reveals no life sign other than a single ship on the surface. The terraformers thank you for your help and attempt to contact the ship. Just as you are about to jump away, the ship takes off and attacks. It's a pirate! Let's rock! I was hoping for something a bit better than that. An abandoned civilization with lots of cool tech. That would have been nice. Okay, shields are down. Let's get their weapons down next. Yeah, that makes you sit up and take notice. Hull at 75% integrity, Captain. Give me all you've got, Scotty. Zulu, evasive maneuvers. Oh, shield is still badly damaged. Weapons are offline. Let's get the oxygen offline. Let's give them another problem to think about. Oh, well done, combat drone. You read my mind. Shields are still offline. Oh, and there goes the weapon and the ship. And we get not much stuff, but stuff nevertheless. Time for another jump. Ooh, just out of reach. Let's head this away. Well, it's a rebel ship. Oh, we don't want them warming them at our position. Let's take them out. Come on, Ion Blaster. Oh, and they've got a beam weapon. Oh no, it's a combat drone. Well, we don't like that. Fortunately, our ship is holding against the beam weapon. I'm getting the impression, although it can hit multiple areas, it's not powerful enough to do much damage to your shields. Yeah, okay. Engines are offline. Let's do the same with their shields, so we can actually start doing some damage to them. There you go, combat drone. You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home. Charging, let's get the engine again. Come on, Ion Blaster. Hit the engine. Hit the engine. Oh, I missed! Come on. Yes. Come on, that must have delayed their FTL, surely. Yes, excellent. Their shield is well and truly broken, so I'm going to keep on concentrating on the engine while the combat drone finishes them off. And we get more stuff. And their little beam droid just deactivates and goes away. So, if we go there, that's definitely going to be able to jump into us. Is it? We've got a chance to go to the store. I could go there and then the store. Hopefully pick up a repair drone. So let's go here, see if we can get more scrap. Your jump leads to a remarkable binary star system. The view is beautiful, but there's nothing else around. Nothing else really to do apart from have a quick look at the ship. Possibly just do a jump. Yeah, so we'll have a quick look at the subsystem. So sensors, if I improve this, then I can see the enemy interior, and then I can see the enemy weapon charging, and then the enemy weapon power use. Blast doors, I've got normal blast doors at the moment, then I can normal doors, sorry, then I can go up to blast doors, improved blast doors, and super blast doors. And now this is worded not the greatest. Auto 50% evasion does not mean that my evasion suddenly jumps up from 20% to 50%, in which case you go, oh wow, let's get that because I get a jump of 30% to 50%. No. That's not what it means. It means you have 50% of what your current evasion is. So that would actually drop down to 10 when my pilot is not at the helm. It does mean that your pilot could be putting out a fire and your ship is at least doing a 10% evasion instead of a 0% evasion. So there is an advantage to getting level 2, which is 50, or level 3, which is 80% of your maximum evasion. But it's not what I thought it was originally. Was, oh, it's a cheap way to get 50% evasion from my 20%. If we look at the engines, we currently got 10% dodge, then you factor in your skill of your pilot, and that gives you your evasion. So if I increase that, then it should go up another 5%. But I want to keep my money at the moment because I want to buy some cool stuff. So let's make a jump. Look like we're going to the store there. Okay, the space station here has a traveling merchant who shows you his wares. Is it Khajiit? Gumbo! Mantis. Mantis are very good at combat. I mean, they're terrible at repair. They have half repair skill. But if you've got a teleporter, then it might be a good idea to have lots of Mantis and send them across to the enemy ship to wreck their ship, cause them havoc. Let's see. The rock people. I like the rock people. They're immune to fire, which is huge advantage. They're very slow, but I mean, because of their increased health, they're great in the fight as well, I find. But a fight on your ship, like when you get boarded, they're useful to get into the thick of the fight. And the fact that they're immune to fire makes them excellent when your ship is burning around your ears and you need it to be put out, and opening up the blast doors to space is not a good idea for whatever reason. Humans are common and uninteresting. Okay. Advanced FTL navigation. I thought you could return to any previous beacon anywhere. Huh. That would be useful. Not quite what I'm after, but... Oh, that's a missile launcher. But of course, when you get weapons, then you have to look at how much power they use, how much power you've got at the moment, what you got to spare. So that takes 3 power. So I would need, in order to use my ion blaster at the same time, I would need, remember, because those 2 powers are going to go to the combat drone, I would need to invest in another 3 reactor power, so I could use that weapon at the same time. Otherwise I would have to take the ion blaster offline, and that's very useful, the ion blaster. So until I'm made of scrap, I'm not going to worry so much about that. Sometimes you can find weapons on defeated enemy as well. Hull laser 2. I've got quick recharge time of 9 seconds compared to 15 there. But really I want to look at those equipment that is going to increase my lifespan. So a hull repair, a defense droid. I'm kind of looking for those kind of things first. I want to keep myself alive before I worry about ending theirs. So an extra crew member would be useful, but I hope I could come across one rather than have to purchase one. Although if you get one early game, that gives you much more time to get their crew skill up. Okay, let's get a new crew member. Okay, and let's go to the ship. Crew. Oh, sorry, and he's going to go in shields. So, congratulations, crew member. Shields. And where's crew member Shield? There he is. I didn't mean that, but and he moves very slowly. Wait till he gets into position, then I will save that. And this is where the layout of the ship can become very critical if you've got a very long ship and it takes forever to get to any place if you've got a bunch of rockmen on your ship. Okay, time to jump, I guess. Look like we're only going one way. You arrive at the long-range beacon where the FTL drive is charged and you can jump to the next sector. Aha! Scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners may discover useful materials while we wait for the FTL to recharge. He who dares wins! Explore the asteroid field. He who dares gets hit by an asteroid. The field proved more dangerous than expected. Probably based on your evasion. I thought it'd be nice to see that, actually. Some asteroid managed to get through your ship's defenses. Continue. Oh, we're on fire! Now I could vent it, but this is actually might be a useful time to get people's repair skills up. So what I'm going to do, I can only get 2 crew members in there at any one point in time. Oh, this is one little useful vanilla effect of the type of ship I've got. They have Medibots installed. I wonder if I can show... Yeah. NG, which is the name of the race that created it, NG Medibot Dispersal. So it means that your crew get healed up, and they do not have to be within the Medibay in order to heal. They can heal outside the Medibay, but at a reduced speed. During the middle of a fisty fight, that's a very useful ability. So, I don't think shields got there in time. Let them move them back. And before I make the jump, I want to make sure that the shields are fully functional. In fact, let's get you in there as well, weapons, engines, and everyone can have a shot at repairing. All get a bite of the cherry. There you go. Shields are up. Let's jump to the next sector. Now this is where you can choose your own adventure. So you can choose which kind of sector you want to go to, all the way up to this one up here. So this is sector 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there is 8 sectors. Green is civilian, red is hostile, purple is nebula. Uncharted Nebula slows down the approaching fleet, but also makes your senses inoperable. Consider that my senses are rubbish anyway. That's probably not much of a loss. So let's go there. If we get more chance to explore, more chance to gain more scrap, that's a good thing. How long have we been going on for? 42 minutes. Okay, let's see how we can get on, how far we get in the next 20 minutes. Right, thanks to the high nebula density of this sector, very little of it has been charted, and rumours of what lurks in the depths abound. And it's very eerie, so let's make our first jump. And yeah, it's really time that I can get some hull repair done. Yeah. My subsystems, my sensors are offline, as displayed here. Oh, that looks like a nasty ship. Mantis Scout. Remember, Mantis was those warrior race. You detect the Mantis expedition vessel returning home with its haul. So determined are they, in fact, they don't wait to see if you're hostile before firing. Well, no surprise there. There are Mantis after all. Let's take their shields down, get the combat drone up and running. Excellent, shields are down. Next, weapons. This is where having multiple weapons is very useful. Oh dear. Come on engines, repair those engines. Get those weapons down. Yeah, you need one weapon to take down the shields. One weapon to do damage to the hull. If they've got multiple shields, that's when it starts getting problematic, and you start having to get inventive. Now with the sensors down, I can't see grayed out areas of my ship, and that where having improved sensors can sometimes help. But they could be teleporting over Mantis warriors to ripping my ship apart. You would generally get a warning, but you wouldn't know exactly where they are. So, stuff. Fuel, missile, and 34 scrap. And I can't do any repairs myself. I need to get to a store. and find one of those repair droids as well, more usefully. Now this is a jump outside the nebula. So we got clear space. Ooh, you receive a wideband message. Free schematic samples. To be sure to visit our new military-grade drone store opening in sector XR1-45. Free star! Anti-personnel drone. Excellent. Okay, let's have a look at the anti-personnel drone. Will seek out and attempt to destroy any intruders on board your ship. Very useful in the Mantis control sector. Requires power of 2. Requires a drone part to deploy. So maybe an upgrade to... See, I don't want to spend stuff and then go to a store and realise I'm 2 pieces of scrap short for that piece of equipment that I really, really want. But at the moment, I can't have my combat drone and anti-personnel drone running at the same time. And to get enough power is going to cost me 50. Unless that jumps up once I get another power bar. So at least a minimum of 50. And that makes my scrap metal go low enough that I don't think I would have enough for the kind of droid I'm looking for. So... Ooh. Let's jump to the store and see if they sell them. That was fortunate. Seeing a trade depot set up near the beacon implies there is an alien settlement on some nearby rock. You decide to check out their wares. And they're not selling what I want. That's not good. Ah, here we go. Non-destroyed drones will be retrieved when jumping, allowing their parts to be reused. That is very useful. Saves you a fortune in droid parts. So every time I use a combat drone, it will reclaim that part, so it doesn't cost me again. So that's definitely getting bought. What's that little slug race? These telepathic slugs were shunned in the Galactic Federation for their constant thievery and attempts of manipulation, and their telepathic powers reveal rooms and life forms even when the sensors are down, and are immune to mind control. Could be useful. Wonder how good they are in a fight. But anyway, yes, definitely getting that. And I need to fix myself up, and yeah, I think that just has to be done. 11 bits of jump left. Strange it's not giving me the option to sell my unused missiles. I can buy missiles, but I can't seem to sell them. Small bomb. I think that's all I can do here. I'll buy one more fuel. Let's jump. Right. And the Federation ship is just coming in. Oh, I think I could go to that one, but then I would be coming back to the store, so let's go here instead, I'm thinking. Okay, an advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. However, without functioning sensors, it is impossible to tell what is inside. Right, so no crew, completely automated, so at least we don't have to worry about borders unless they've got drones, which is doesn't happen very often. Let's attack it and get some. So, get those shields down. Get that combat drone up. The first volley from each was completely useless. Yay, shields are down. Oh, now his beam weapon is going to do some damage. Yep. Fortunately, my combat drone only takes 2 pieces of energy, because that just damaged it one little bit. In fact, let's see if we can get shields over there to repair that. Shields are down, the weapons are completely down, engines are down. Let's take out their drone as well. Okay, it's not destroyed because it's just an iron weapon. It's deactivated. I would actually need some kind of droid here to take out their droid. Or if we can keep it down, that's very good. This will be over very shortly, I'm thinking. There you go. All seems very simple. Yeah, it is to begin with. Trust me, it doesn't last long. So let's investigate the station. Hull beam. Ka-ching. Let's have a look at that. Is most powerful when targeting large empty sections of hull. So it does more damage on rooms that do not have a system in it, like that does not have your shields or engines. It's all about the hull damage. Okay. Maybe we should actually just get some more power. So now we've got a choice of having the hull beam or the anti-personnel bots up and running, depending what the situation dictates. Next jump. So if we go here, then we'll have a choice of there, there and there afterwards. Let's do that. Yep, nothing to do here, unfortunately. Unsurprisingly, an empty piece of space. Who'd have thunk it? Let's see if we can squeeze that one in. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Danger, danger. You jump into the middle of a plasma storm. Multiple recently incapacitated ships loom in the shadows, briefly illuminated by the lightning. So, avoid the risk and work to jump away unscathed. Manually assess the wreckage for survivors and equipment. It's a noble and scavengey thing to do. Within the ship graveyard you find one ship that seems relatively untouched. On board you find an unconscious passenger and take them back to the ship. Once awake they offer to join your crew. Awesome! Oh, it's just a little slug guy. Fantastic. I'd be curious to see what his powers are like then. Excellent. So let's have a quick check as the crew. So he should be able to allow me to see parts of my ship. In fact, let's just pause that while I need you to go back to shield so we can make Sluggy Boy drones. And they all seem to start in the cockpit. How very strange. Alright, so he has the ability to light up the next area before, or areas before he gets to it. That's interesting. Wait till he gets there. Save. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay, there. See, we've got a couple more jumps left in us before we have to call it a night, because that will be an hour. I think that's plenty to start off with. With the sensors down, you spend a good deal of time staring out the window. It is, you admit, rather beautiful here, but again, very empty. Let's see if we can squeeze that jump in. I seem to have paused it. No. Here we go. A black market weapons trader spins you a tale of the danger of the nibble before pushing his way. Ooh, coincidence or preordained or just generally shady? Let's get it. fire beam. Let's get that up. What's a fire beam? This terrifying beam, I like it already, does no physical damage but ignites fires. That's good because it keeps their crew scurrying about the place trying to put out fires and not manning weapons, which is good. How much power does that require? 2. Ooh, I'm itching to give that a try. But now I've only got... I didn't realise I was so low on fuel. I've only got 7 more jumps in me. I need to find scrap to buy fuel and a store. Joy. Normally you can buy stuff at the exit point. Normally. If not sooner. Navigating the fog blind, you practically bump holes with the mantis ship. They heal you. Pa! This transgression will be overlooked. Nebula, very dangerous. Next time, humans all die. Wow, friendly mantis. You don't take that for granted. Move on, I think. Ah, still nothing. Now I'm getting worried. Now I'm getting worried. Let's do that. Drifting in space. Not a exciting ending to our adventure. Right. We don't want them warning the fleet. Let's get at them. So that combat drone. Not enough system power. Right. I've got enough reactor power, but I don't have enough weapons power. I need to increase my weapons before I can do that. Okay, lesson learned. Get their engines. We want their fuel. Is it me, or did that recharge bar get really small? FTL delayed. Excellent, let's just keep that as it is. Well, we've got a hit to the blast door control room. Couple more shots could be it. There it is. Please have some fuel. Oh no, they did not have any fuel. Okay, let's repair up before we jump. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but I've now got an anti-personnel bot, which I can't click on, but will die as soon as I activate the combat drone, no doubt. Oh, what a waste. Hurry up, Rockman, and repair those blast doors. Excellent. Back to the shields room. Let's jump. Right. Really want to come across some free fuel, that would be nice. Pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that it's attempting to avoid your ship, you assume that it's a smuggler trying to stay away from beacons. Attack them! Have at thee! And weapons, and so... And there are lots of... Oh, I can see inside them. That must be my little sluggy drone showing me that. Take out the shields. Come on, Ion Blast. Okay, shields are down. Weapons are hurt. Excellent. Take their weapons offline. Oh, and a hit to the O2. This is good. We're doing lots of damage to them. Now I'm not able to return a shot yet. Right, they've repaired the shield, so let's get another ion blast in there. A good hit. Excellent. Let's keep on focusing on the shields for the time being. Keep them down. Their weapons are still down. I'm not a cold-blooded murderer. I've got some fuel. Let's do that. I think to the exit. Excellent. Ooh, you see a civilian space station with heavy damage. You receive a message: we've been hit hard by the war. We need more drone parts to speed up our repairs. We'll buy some from you if you have extras. Because of my droid reclaim arm, I'm not getting through my droid parts, so I could spare some actually. Extra scrap would be very useful. Yeah, we'll do that. Just as well I got that extra fuel because this doesn't have a store, it seems. Right, I think that's the perfect place to end it there for the end of this session. I hope you enjoyed it. Give you a bit of a taste of what FTL is like. It's a great game. It probably costs you a couple of pounds now on Steam. And there's actually, although I wasn't using it there is a free upgrade to an advanced edition which adds more different scenarios, a new race, lots of different equipment. So just get it. I mean, because it's like even more free stuff. I'm not using it at the moment because I haven't completed even the base game. So I'm trying to get my head around the base game and on the tactics for that, complete that before I activate the advanced elements, which you can do just simply in the menu. It's a on-off switch. It's very simple. So hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you join me next time. So until then, take care of yourself. Goodbye for now. Bye bye.